Theory just won Money in the Bank contract, so we'll take a look at his potential cash-in. We'll also take a look at the new return teaser, Alexa Bliss's new mask, and much more. Let's start things off with Theory. Theory defended his United States title against Bobby Lashley at Money in the Bank. It even looked like Theory was legitimately about to put Bobby Lashley away, but Lashley countered at the last second and won the title off of Theory. However, the bad night didn't last long for Theory. When it came to the men's Money in the Bank match, Adam Pearce would come after everyone had made their entrances to announce that Theory was being added to the match. And it was at this moment where the mystery about who would win the Money in the Bank match was instantly shattered. When WWE does one of those last-second additions to a match, chances are that that individual was just added at the last second to win the whole thing. What happened with Theory at Money in the Bank is something we saw earlier this year at the Royal Rumble with Brock Lesnar. Brock loses his WWE title early in the night, only to enter the Royal Rumble at the last second, and everyone knew the second Brock came out that he would win the whole thing. So, same thing here with Theory. He suffers a big loss, gets a last-second addition to a big match, and of course, wins that big match. So if Theory was previously a part of the match, then obviously the mystery of who's gonna win would have still been alive. But the second Adam Pearce made that announcement, that cat was basically out of the bag. The fans' assumption was right. Theory would go on to win the Money in the Bank contract and hold it up at the end of the night. A lot of fans were discussing how they're starting to feel 2015 Roman Reigns vibes from Theory, in the sense that this is WWE's pick to be their next top star, no doubt about it. He was the youngest United States champion in history. Now, he's the youngest Money in the Bank winner in history. And not to mention that he'll have a WrestleMania program with John Cena next year. It's clear that this is a young talent that the machine is strongly behind. So the next question to ask is about his Money in the Bank cash-in. Will it or will it not be a successful cash-in? It's definitely going to be a challenge for Theory because the odds are definitely stacked against him, even as the contract holder, because obviously he would be cashing in on the greatest main event talents that WWE has to offer. Whether it's cashing in on Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, or whoever else it may be, it's still going to be quite the challenge to knock off whoever the undisputed champion is when Theory decides to cash in. Some fans think Theory's cash-in can go either way. Maybe he gets a little too cocky with his recent success and cashes in at a bad time, where Roman Reigns would still be able to defeat him. That'll teach Theory a lesson, and maybe his character can grow and learn from that mistake. Some fans feel like this could be the right time to go all in and truly create a new and young main event star. Have Theory successfully cash in and defeat Roman Reigns for the undisputed title, and obviously, that would give Theory this instant elevation to the top of the roster as being the one that took down Roman Reigns. No one knows what WWE is planning here with Theory's contract win. We've seen successful cash-ins, we've seen failed cash-ins, so we'll just have to wait and see what they have in store for Theory's Money in the Bank contract. The contract is good for 1 full calendar year, so they definitely have some time to wait it out and see. A very big change to Alexa Bliss's attire wasn't even caught on camera. Alexa Bliss came out at Money in the Bank wearing a new visor mask. Alexa came out with a mask covering her face, but by the time the cameraman went up to her, she had already taken the mask off. But thankfully, due to the fans' attendance, there was several pictures and videos of Alexa's new mask. The news of Alexa wearing this face gear really blew up because this, of course, is something that the community has been discussing and fantasizing about over the last 2 years. When The Fiend converted Alexa Bliss and the further that Alexa got lost into Bray Wyatt's world, everyone was talking about how cool it would be to see Alexa Bliss get her own mask for the ring. And there's confirmation out there that that was in fact something that WWE was considering. Jason Baker, creator of the Fiend mask and Lily doll, recently revealed a few concept arts that he drew up for Alexa Bliss's mask that WWE had specifically asked him for. He made a few concepts, but ultimately WWE decided to scrap the entire Fiend mask idea for Alexa Bliss. But here we are a few years later, and Alexa has a new mask that's a part of her entrance gear. Obviously, she's not wrestling with it, but just to see her with some sort of mask is a great callback to the summer of 2020, where the idea of Alexa wearing a mask was being talked about by everyone. One fan even had a great theory and point about Alexa wearing this mask at Money in the Bank. They questioned if this could be the slightest first teaser about Alexa having a little relapse and reverting back to her 2021 character. And that's a very interesting idea, and it would be something fun for them to explore. With Liv Morgan now being on SmackDown as the women's champion, that does take away the idea of Alexa and Liv forming a tag team. So Alexa will be on Raw once again with nothing to really do. So what if there was these constant little things, like the mask, that Alexa slowly starts introducing, and no one really catches on to the fact that she's relapsing? Lily has been made into an absolute joke, especially with the Money in the Bank credit card advertisement. But maybe if Alexa does have a little relapse, it'll bring back some sort of credibility to Lily. But that's the latest with Alexa Bliss. Speaking of mysterious characters, a new teaser aired during Money in the Bank that appeared to be hinting towards a big WWE return. The teaser instantly gave off Bray Wyatt vibes. It was definitely edited in a very similar way to how his packages used to be filmed. So naturally, Bray Wyatt went trending after the teaser aired, with the fans holding out hope that it could be him. Other fans saw a gold medal in the teaser and thought that this could also be Gable Steveson. But that doesn't seem like the case at all. As fans slowed down the teaser, you can spot a lot of things about this superstar's history and past. You see a Latino heat plate, which is a direct reference to Eddie Guerrero. You can also see Jeff Hardy's armbands and the Dudley Boyz glasses. There's also the gold medal that the fans feel like could be a reference to Kurt Angle. Who has feuded and interacted with all those superstars in their career? The answer is Edge. There's even a chair in the teaser that could represent the last time we saw Edge, when he was brutally attacked by the Judgment Day with a chair. So the best guess right now is Edge, who's expected to be at SummerSlam. So we could see him literally any day now. It looks like Edge's babyface character will be keeping the same sort of vibe and feel to it that his heel persona had earlier this year. The teaser was very mysterious and dark, so that may be the sort of babyface version of Edge we see. The teaser was great. It's always a blast when WWE does mysterious teasers like this, because the community comes together to break it all down, and it's always fun to go over. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.